Thanks everybody for coming out this afternoon. I have to admit, it's a little odd that we're having a grand opening, including a ribbon cutting ceremony, after we've been working in this building for the past 5 months. We finally felt it would be safe to get everybody together and have this ceremony, and we didn't want to do anything remote. I don't know about the rest of you, but I am very sick of doing team meetings and Zoom meetings, and I could go without doing those for the rest of my life, but something tells me I'll be continuing to do those for the indefinite future. The one good thing about this past year is it's forced me to spend a lot more time with my family, which is great. And they've taught me a couple things about this remote Zoom world. My 14-year-old son taught me that you can sleep and not pay attention in class, you can play video games, and if the teacher calls on you, all you have to do is pretend that you don't hear them, that you have no internet, that you don't know what they're saying. Which makes sense because he came home with a wireless access router, even though we pay for high-speed broadband, and it was to fix our internet issues. I learned from my daughter, who is a freshman in college, that if one of your sorority sisters attends a remote Zoom class, that means everybody in the sorority did, even though if only one went, because magically, all their brains are wired together. Which I guess for sorority girls isn't too far-fetched. And from my wife, I learned that when Jen is stuck at home, and instead of perfecting her cooking, she perfected her cocktail making skills. Sorry, Jen, no matter how many air fryers, fry daddies, cookbooks you buy, your cooking still needs work. But you are a fantastic bartender now. I feel very fortunate that we're able to have an event like this in person and bring everybody together. With our employees, our families, and everybody that had a big impact on having this building built. First off, I would like to thank and recognize our founder and former CEO, Louise Bernhold, and her husband, Vic. Louise retired at the end of 2019, but without her leadership, her wisdom, and her guidance over the past 38 years, we wouldn't be standing here. This building wouldn't be built, there would not be a JST. I was very fortunate to have Louise as a leader and truly a mentor. She taught me how to run a business and was never wasted a moment or opportunity to pass on her knowledge. I learned early on to truly listen to what Louise had to say and absorb as much as I possibly could. Successfully running and growing a small business for over 38 years is an amazing feat. But to do it as a woman CEO in a male-dominated industry is nothing short of fantastic. She had to be tougher, smarter, and faster than her counterparts, and she did it every single day. The values she set for this company we still follow and are painted on our manufacturing floor. Before Louise's retirement, she had the forethought to set us up with some great investment partners who really saw the potential in the company that she built. Thanks to Vic as well, who helped out with the business however he could and whenever we needed him. Having someone with his industry experience was invaluable to us. We still use his sales tactics and his customer service to this day. As a special thanks to Vic and Louise, from all of us at JST, we made a decorative sign that they can hang up at their cabin. As with anything we make at JST, it's very big and heavy and strong. I'd pick it up, but it weighs about 80 pounds. So we may have to make you big poles too to get it in the ground. So yeah, thanks again to Vic and Louise. Appreciate it. So the programs we have a little history about JST on the back. So please, I encourage you to read it, how JST was started, and how we came to where we got now. I'd also just like to thank all of our employees. Without their dedication, hard work, we wouldn't have this new building. They really bought into keeping their fellow employees safe this last year. We were able to stay open, support our customers, ship equipment worldwide because of their commitment. I also have a big thank you to our employees' families for putting up with all the long hours and really listening to about all the challenges we dealt with on a day-to-day basis. What we do at JST is difficult, it's hard, but it makes it even more rewarding when we're successful and we work together. So thank you to all our employees' families. I would also like to thank our investment partners and board, TBV, for all their support and confidence in JST, our management team, our employees, to invest in a new facility like this in the middle of a pandemic. We're already seeing that investment pay off over the past 5 months. Their experience in growing businesses will help guide JST to future success. Thanks to the city of Meridian and Mayor Simison, it was not an easy decision to leave Garden City. During the entire permitting and building process, they were very accommodating and easy to work with. They listened to our needs and allowed us to phase in our moving so that it didn't interrupt our operations. I can't stress enough to anyone looking to move their business, I don't think you'll find a more professional, supportive, and business-oriented city as Meridian. Also, thanks for Adler for building such an amazing facility. They were very accommodating to all of our requests, design inputs, design changes, and multiple iterations. We were very fortunate to be able to work with them at the beginning of the build, which allowed us to design this building to optimize our factory layout. Finally, I'd like to thank the Idaho Department of Commerce and Director Keeley. They provided detailed information about the grants available to JST and were very supportive through the entire application process. We're excited to help contribute to the Idaho economy and to provide STEM, technology, and manufacturing jobs to the community and take advantage of all the incentives Idaho has to offer. This new building will help enable JST to accommodate the growth we see now and in the future. We're a technology company. We make state-of-the-art equipment that is used in semiconductor, biotech, defense, and food production. Our equipment makes the components that enable the digital world we live in, from electric vehicles to cell phones, to computers, to wireless 5G, to all of the electronics we use in our daily lives. The US and foreign governments are prepared to invest billions of dollars over the next few years in the semiconductor industry alone. And JST is poised to benefit from those investments and grow. This would not be possible without all the contributions of everybody here. So with that, I'd like to introduce Director Keeley from the Idaho Department of Commerce. He'd like to say a few words, and thank you all for joining us again.
Brian, thanks so much. Great turnout today. Thank you for the tour, and enjoyed seeing this world-class operation in Boise or in Meridian, Idaho, but staying in Idaho. It's just, I'm glad you were able to find a new location with the investors and stayed in Idaho. Just to give you some background, Commerce is active in business retention. This kind of fits the mold. Business attraction, and when we're trying to either protect the business from leaving the state or attracting new strategic opportunities to the state, we work on those projects. Tourism and travel, of course, is a large area. Community development block grants for communities that need infrastructure and, again, for expansion and growth for commerce. But right on this business has hit the target in terms of strategic importance to this state. It's a growing business, positioned well, poised well for some of the semiconductor investments that are going to happen in this country in a big way. You've got a great talented workforce here in this valley in Idaho, and it means good jobs and jobs that are going to be increasing in number right here in this community. So we appreciate that. Of course, we appreciate the family supporting the folks that are working here as well. I want to thank my team. Jason Barnes was the point person along with Susie Davidson and our business attraction team and our business retention team to make certain we could help guide JST through the process to see if there were grants and opportunities and incentives to make certain that it helped this business grow and succeed in the state. The governor's unfortunately couldn't be here today. He's traveling in other parts of the state, but I'm sure he would be echoing my thoughts and support for this company and in choosing Idaho, expanding here, and for the future. Do want to thank the founders I just met today, Louise and Victor, for all of your hard work to make this a reality, this company, this high-tech advanced manufacturing company in this state. I want to thank the mayor. It's good to see him. I haven't seen him for a while. Glad to be out here. And as Ryan was talking about, I enjoy getting out. It's been a real hard time for the last 12 months to be sort of in an office on Zoom calls and get-togethers in that fashion. So it's great to be out here and part of this. What a great building the Adler Company has helped build here. The layout, as I saw today, is a lot more roomy, a lot more space for expansion, state-of-the-art facility as well. So again, we wish you much success. We've enjoyed working with you and your team, and hopefully it'll be a continuing opportunity to work together going forward. Thanks so much.
Well, I'm really excited to be here today, more so than you all realize. Coming out of a pandemic where you don't get an opportunity to get out in front of the community a lot, it's been a challenge. So one of the things that I was able to do was come and do a tour of the facility before they were moving in, just as that process was moving forward. So I haven't been in it yet, but I'm just excited that we're all out here to be able to celebrate today together for what this is. And it's a great Idaho success story. And I think we're just, maybe the first chapter was written and we might be in chapter 2, but I see a bright future for JST in America, not just in here, but we want you to grow and stay in Meridian. We're glad you found this location. And as I sit here and I look over and I see Adler has the market cornered on concrete in today's construction world. So if there are those needs for growth, hopefully that they'll be able to accommodate them when they come along. But I do want to take a second and just congratulate Ryan and the JST family and team for getting here, making the investment, choosing to be here, and creating a fabulous, clean industrial in Meridian. And I think that's one thing that kind of gets lost on people, and you don't think about industrial work being done in Meridian, but we do have a great and growing industrial manufacturing companies here, but they're clean companies. They're hidden. You don't even know that they're here. And they bring great family wage jobs here in the center of the valley. They allow people to come from anywhere. Boise, once Highway 16 is built, we can get them down from Emmett probably pretty easily from that standpoint. But we're the center of the valley. We're a place where these type of jobs make a lot of sense. You can live wherever you want, but we hope you choose to live in Meridian, honestly, being about it. Less time on roads for everybody makes it best. But we are super excited about what is happening here with these synergies. Wanted to say thank you to Tori and Cameron. Really finding these opportunities, connecting them with the right people so that they can get those incentives that are there from the state just for this very purpose. Also want to say thanks to Mike and Brad for what you guys are doing here to bring investment into the community, bring jobs to the community. I know I don't do that work. Cities don't create the jobs. Our job is to be a partner, get out of the way when it's necessary, to help stand up, put a hand out, to help them up when it's needed. But at the end of the day, it's private investment and commitment from people that get us to these great types of occasions today. So thank you. Congratulations. Look forward to the future. Hopefully we get to come back for other great opportunities like this, either expansions, amazing contracts which are signed. Keep celebrating with the community your successes. That's going to be my takeaway to you. Don't let this be the last time we all get together and say, great job, JST. Thank you.
So thanks again for Director Keeley and Mayor Simison for speaking. So we have food trucks, ice cream, get some food. We're going to be starting tours every 15 minutes. What's that? Oh, and we're doing the ribbon cutting. Sorry, the most important part. So we'll do the ribbon cutting next, and then we can start eating and doing the tours. All right? Thanks, everybody.
announce who's going to cut the ribbon officially, and we'll get everyone up here.
I think you want to do it with, or you want me to do it by myself?
Whoever you want to have with you.
Thank you.
Yeah, come on in. All right.
Come on in, you guys. And then we'll count it down.
Did JST make these scissors? Because they're pretty heavy.
1, 2,